Welcome back to Eternal Bible Stories. In our last episode, we saw Joseph betrayed by his brothers and sold into slavery. Now, the narrative briefly shifts away from Joseph to a surprising and scandalous chapter in the life of Judah. This is the story of Genesis chapter 38, Judah and Tamar, redemption through brokenness. At that time, Judah left his brothers and went down to stay with a man of Adullam named Hira. There he met the daughter of a Canaanite man named Shua. He married her, and she gave birth to 3 sons, Onan, and Shelah. Judah arranged a marriage for his firstborn, He chose Tamar as his wife. But was wicked in the Lord's sight, so the Lord put him to death. Then Judah said to Onan, "Sleep with your brother's wife, and fulfill your duty to her as a brother-in-law to raise up offspring for your brother." But Onan knew that the child would not be his. So whenever he slept with Tamar, he spilled his seed on the ground to avoid providing offspring. What he did was wicked in the Lord's sight, so the Lord put him to death also. Judah then said to Tamar, "Live as a widow in your father's household until my son Shelah grows up." But he had no intention of giving Shelah to her, fearing he might die too. After a long time, Judah's wife, the daughter of Shua, died. When Judah had recovered from his grief, he went to Timnah with his friend Hira to shear his sheep. Tamar was told, "Your father-in-law is on his way to Timnah." She removed her widow's clothes, covered herself with a veil, and disguised herself. She sat by the entrance to Enaim, because she saw that Shelah had grown up, and she had not been given to him as a wife. Judah saw her and thought she was a prostitute, not realizing it was his daughter-in-law. He said, "Let me sleep with you." She asked, "What will you give me?" He answered, "I'll send you a young goat from my flock." She asked for a pledge until he sent it. "Give me your seal, its cord, and the staff in your hand." So he gave them to her and slept with her, and she became pregnant. She returned home, removed her veil, and put on her widow's clothes again. Judah sent the young goat with his friend Hira to get his pledge back, but she was gone. The locals said, "There hasn't been any shrine prostitute here." Judah said, "Let her keep what she has, or we will become a laughingstock." About 3 months later, Judah was told, "Your daughter-in-law Tamar is guilty of prostitution, and she's now pregnant." Judah said, "Bring her out and have her burned." As she was being brought out, she sent a message to Judah, "I am pregnant by the man who owns these." And she showed his seal, cord, and staff. Judah recognized them and said, "She is more righteous than I, since I wouldn't give her to my son Shelah." And he did not sleep with her again. When the time came for her to give birth, there were twin boys. As she was giving birth, one hand came out. The midwife tied a scarlet thread around it, saying, "This one came out first." But he pulled his hand back, and his brother came out instead. She said, "So this is how you have broken out." And he was named Perez. Then his brother came out with the scarlet thread and was named Zerah. And so ends the story of Judah and Tamar, a tale of failure, deception, justice, and surprising redemption. Even in sin and shame, God is weaving a future. For from the line of Perez would come kings, and one day the Messiah. If this story gave you hope in God's ability to restore the broken, please like the video and subscribe to our channel for more timeless Bible stories brought to life. We'll be back soon with the next episode as we return to Joseph's trials in Egypt. Until then, may the eternal word guide you.